Do you love the sweet, indulgent goodness of cake? It's the treat most associated with momentous celebrations, and cake always evokes nostalgia for good times past. Not to mention, a flavor profile exists for practically every taste, even those who don't like chocolate, although we have to respectfully agree to disagree here. But have you ever stopped to wonder where this delicious dessert came from? The first cakes appeared over 4,000 years ago. In ancient times, cakes were mainly used in religious ceremonies and as a way to sweeten otherwise bland dishes. But over time, cakes became so much more than just an addition to bland meals. Cakes became a symbol of celebration and indulgence, enjoyed by people all over the world. From birthdays to weddings, cakes bring people together and add a touch of elegance to any special occasion. And with so many flavors, shapes, and sizes to choose from, there's a cake for every taste and occasion. So, let's dive into the fascinating world of cakes and discover why we can't get enough of this sweet treat, so that the next time you sink your teeth into a fluffy slice of heaven, you can appreciate the rich history and cultural significance of the amazing dessert we call cake. Stay tuned. A little bit of history. The word cake is of Viking origin, derived from the Norse word kaka, but the concept of cake is much older than that. The ancient Egyptians were the first to show evidence of baking skills, notably the first civilization known to use yeast. Ancient Egyptians created bread-like cakes sweetened with honey. The ancient Greeks also had their version of the cake, which more so resembles today's cheesecake. And the Romans developed fruit cakes filled with raisins, nuts, and other fruits. However, the modern cake history dates back to the mid-17th century in Europe. Between the 1600s and 1700s, baking technology and access to the ingredients advanced, which led to the creation of the round, frosted cakes we know today. In the 19th century, cakes were considered a luxury due to the high cost of sweet ingredients like sugar and chocolate. But with the Industrial Revolution and the advent of temperature-controlled ovens, baking cakes became easier and more accessible to the average person. Bakers during this time also began using refined white flour and baking powder instead of yeast, and buttercream frostings replaced traditional boiled icings. All of these developments contributed to the popularity of cakes and made them more widely available. With all that history in place, how about the present day? How do these cakes taste? What technology is being used to bake them? A celebratory slice for modern-day baking. Today, we have a vast variety of cakes in existence, from classic flavors like vanilla and chocolate, to more unique options like red velvet and carrot. There is a cake for every palate. And while the ingredients and decorating techniques have become more refined over time, the desire for cakes remains unchanged. They are a tasty and enjoyable way to celebrate special occasions and bring people together. But don't forget about the art of cake design. From simple frosting to elaborate fondant details and edible arrangements, cakes are a canvas for creativity and artistic expression. Cake decorating is a craft with a long history, and today there are endless options for cake themes and decor. From children's birthday cakes featuring favorite cartoon characters to elegant marble and floral designs, the possibilities are endless. Thanks to the rise of social media platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, it's easier than ever to share pictures of beautifully decorated cakes and inspire others to try their hand at cake decorating. And whether you're a professional baker or just enjoy decorating cakes as a hobby, the options for creativity are endless. Although cakes can be baked virtually in any shape imaginable, have you ever wondered why most cakes are mostly round? There are several theories as to why most cakes are traditionally round in shape. Stay tuned as we take a look at some of these amazing theories. Why are cakes round? Throughout history, round cakes have been a beloved dessert enjoyed by people around the world. In the past, bakers would carefully mold the dough into round shapes by hand before baking, resulting in cakes of various shapes and sizes. However, as baking techniques and technology advanced, it became possible to use special pans and hoops to create more uniform, round cakes. These handy tools allowed bakers to efficiently produce large quantities of perfectly shaped cakes. Another theory suggests that round cakes were originally baked as offerings to gods and spirits, as a way to honor them and seek their favor. The round shape may have symbolized the cyclical nature of life and celestial bodies, like the moon and sun. This ancient practice could have influenced the modern tradition of serving cakes on special occasions, like birthdays, which mark the completion of another cycle around the sun. Regardless of their origins, round cakes continue to bring joy to people of all cultures and ages. Now, turning the page to the most interesting part of this video. Here we go into 5 examples of the most massive tier cakes. Number 5. Cheesecake. Cheesecake is a dessert that is made with a base of crushed cookies or graham crackers, and a filling made with cream cheese, eggs, and sugar. The cheesecake filling is usually flavored with vanilla, lemon juice, or other ingredients, such as fruit or chocolate. And did you know that it is so easy to make this type of cake at home? To start, you'll need a base of graham crackers, and a simple filling made with softened cream cheese, an egg, butter, sugar, and a splash of vanilla. Once you've mixed up the filling, it's time to get baking. Press the crust into the bottom of a springform pan and pour the creamy filling on top. Pop it in the oven until it's set, then let it cool and refrigerate until chilled. Top it off with a fruit sauce or glaze, and you've got yourself a delicious and impressive homemade cheesecake. The fun with this dessert never ends, with so many variations to try, like no-bake cheesecake, frozen cheesecake, and mini cheesecakes. Now that you've gotten the secret, give it a try and impress your family and friends with your cheesecake making skills. Moving on. Number 4, carrot cake. Carrot cake, the dessert that's almost too good to be true. This tasty treat is made with grated carrots, which give it a moist and dense texture that is out of this world. Plus, with flavors like cinnamon, nutmeg, and vanilla, it's like a warm hug in dessert form. But there is more. To take your carrot cake to a whole new level, add nuts, raisins, or coconut. And talking about frosting, cream cheese frosting is a classic choice. But you can also go for something like a lemon or vanilla. Ready to get baking? Just mix your dry ingredients together in one bowl and your wet ingredients in another. Then combine the two and pour the batter into a cake pan. Pop it in the oven and wait for the magic to happen. Once your carrot cake is all baked and cooled, it's time to frost that baby and dig in. It's no wonder carrot cake is a popular choice for special occasions, like birthdays and holidays. Bon appetit! Next on, number 3, lemon cake. Lemon cake is a refreshing and citrusy treat that's sure to brighten your day. This light and moist cake is flavored with lemon zest, lemon juice, and sometimes lemon extract, giving it a bright and tangy flavor. To make lemon cake, just mix your dry ingredients, flour, sugar, and baking powder in one bowl, and your wet ingredients in another. Then combine the two and pour the batter into a cake pan. Lemon cake is often frosted with lemon buttercream or cream cheese frosting. It can be served as a layer cake with frosting between the layers and on the top and sides, or as a single layer cake with a glaze or icing on top. Either way, this refreshing and light dessert is perfect for spring and summer events. Number 2, Black Forest cake. Black Forest cake is a chocolate lover's dream come true. This decadent dessert is made with layers of chocolate cake, whipped cream, and cherries. And and is often decorated with chocolate shavings and whipped cream on top. The name Black Forest refers to the special liqueur, Kirschwasser, used to flavor the cake, which is made from cherries in the Black Forest region of Germany. To make your Black Forest cake, simply bake and cool your chocolate cake layers. Then, assemble the cake by spreading whipped cream and cherries between the layers and on top. Finish it off with some chocolate shavings or grated chocolate for a truly indulgent treat. And finally, on our list today is number 1, the coconut cake. This is a tropical treat that will transport you to the beaches of paradise. This moist and dense cake is flavored with coconut and made with coconut milk, coconut flakes, and coconut extract, giving it a rich and tropical flavor. For a homemade coconut cake, all you need is to simply mix your dry ingredients in one bowl and your wet ingredients in another. Then combine the two and pour the batter into a cake pan. Pop it in the oven and wait for it to bake. Coconut cake is often frosted with coconut buttercream or cream cheese frosting, which adds a rich and creamy flavor to the cake. With all this information and a little bit of practice, you can now get creative in your kitchen and have some fun with cakes. Whether you're a seasoned baker or just starting, there's always room to learn and grow. Happy baking!